Rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and you agents. My name is Brother Marley. This is the Senegambia One channel. I'm out in the dark streets of Senegal, in the big bad streets of Senegal right now, getting a bite to eat with the family. There are a lot of people who are watching this who have no intention of moving to Africa or anywhere else outside of the West. Those of you who are like of the mindset that, all right, I'm here but I'm not a part of it. Like, you know, Jesus, I'm in this world but not part of this world. I've still, you know, doffed my cap to you because I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy, and I respect the level of work it takes not to be brainwashed by this system, because they're trying to do it all the time. They're trying to do it all the time, and if you're here knowing that the food that is being served to you is bad for you, the education that's been given to you doesn't serve you, that the people who are put in positions of authority are only looking out for themselves and their ilk, then I doff my cap to you. However, those of you who are looking to get out of Babylon the Great, I want to speak to you particularly. Because, you know, people assume that when it comes down to it, if you're coming out of the West, you must have some funds, you must have some money. People who are here think that, you know, I'm here swimming in cash, like Scrooge McDuck. It's not like that. I spent a couple years saving money from my job. And also I got a second job. I was working at Bodyworks. You know this place here, Bodyworks? I was working there at Bodyworks as like a greeter. I was on the front door, greeting people as they came in. That was the second job I had. Then on the weekends, we would have, I would sell my stuff. I go to a boot sale. Sell my goods there, my second-hand goods, and anything in the house can get it. Anything in the house, you know, anything, you can sell anything. So I would sell. So I got this leather jacket, this Harley Davidson jacket that I got it for free, by the way. Nice jacket. I got it when I was in LA. So anyway, sold that. Sold the cassette player, the cassette tapes. Sold the vinyl, anything I could find, I was selling it. So I was busy for a good couple of years, just stacking up funds in order to be able to come over here. So you can do it. You can do it. It doesn't. Don't listen to those people say it can't be done. Or those people say you need to have money in order to do it. You can find a way. Don't feel no shame about how you do it. Because if you're able to get out of that system, then you're winning. Some of you, however, some of you people, will say, yeah, I had to leave Minnesota, and I'm now in Portugal. Not a good move. The Portuguese were the ones that started this whole slave trade in the first place. You know, some people think, okay, well, you know, things are easier in England because they watched a couple of episodes of Mr. Darcy or whatever. I don't even know what those shows are called. What's those? Yeah. You watch Mr. Bean and you think that's how it is in England. It's not. Trust and believe. So, if you are someone who's brave enough to come over here to Africa, well done you. There's a couple of things I need to tell you about it. Okay, a couple of things you need to know before coming over here. So let's go into that. Yeah, shall we? Let's do it. The first thing that was important was to find the restaurant that was not open. So we set up the restaurant. I bought the stock. I hired the staff, and I knew even when I was hiring the staff, I couldn't afford to pay anybody because at that point I had 27. By the time I opened, I had £27 left. That's about $33 to my name in the world. I had about $33 left. And I was freaking out. I was worried. But I opened, and at the end of that first night, now I opened at like 4 in the afternoon and finished at like 11 in the evening. There was no like breakfast, nothing like that. It was just like, an evening service. But at the end of that evening service, I made £50, probably about $60. And I felt great. I felt so good because I knew at that point that we'll make it. Like £60 isn't anything, but £50 isn't anything. But being aware that I now have an asset there that if I open it every day of the week, that's 350 for the week. Ooh. Needless to say, the business got more and more popular. So it was fine. It was great. In the end, there was no problem there. But I'm so proud of doing that. And having to take it down to the very last, and then being able to come out the other side of that and still have some money, it felt like a blessing from above. It was like I arrived there just angry at so much. I was angry at my boss talking to me like I'm an idiot. Meanwhile, I know more than him. Thinking about how how I'll get stopped by the police for all manner of stupid reasons. Like I was searched in the middle of the high road, like the main road. The police have decided that all of a sudden they're going to come and stop me. I don't know why. I can't even tell you how many times that happened. Stop for drugs, stop for weapons, stop for all sorts of. Just I fit the like man literally said you fit the description. I was upset because the amount of money I was making, even though I had a good job, I was in IT at the time. Even though I was making good money, my money wouldn't grow, it wouldn't last because my bills were killing me. So it always felt like I was on this losing streak. But something told me, you ain't supposed to be here. You ain't supposed to be here. You need to get out. Get out of her by people, is what it says in the Bible, isn't it? Babylon the Great has fallen. Get out of her, my people. That's what the scripture says. That stuck with me since I was a small boy. I had to come out of the country. And every single time these people would mess with me, it would remind me about how I'm going to get out. So if you are also thinking of getting out, something I need to tell you. But before I do, watch this advert. Just a quick interruption to your viewing. Listen, I am now selling an ebook. I have an ebook which goes into moving from where you are over to Africa. So from the West over to Africa, the rules are different over here. There's a lot of things to learn, a lot of things that can go wrong. You've seen the stories, you've seen the harrowing stories of people who've come over here not knowing what they don't know and then getting burnt for it. I've been in Gambia for a long time, okay? I've been learning how the system works. I've been learning who I need to talk to and how I need to behave.
how we kind of interact with people. So trust and believe, I know what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to offer you is an opportunity to know what I know. And while I got your attention, I know you can see this sign over here. Look, do a brother a favor and subscribe. Shut up, donkey. To the channel. Subscribe. 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 The link to the ebook is in the description below. All right. So think about the business that you're going to run when you get over here, because people tend to not consider that. But even before you get over to Africa, think about what kind of business you want to run. Now, I'm not going to tell you what type of business to have, because if I do that, then it's like, it's not your creation. No, you need to have a business. Whether the business is something that's over in America and is bringing in money, whether it's a Airbnb or your rent, or you rent out your home and have someone else manage it, and then you come over here and you just take your money coming in. Just something like that. You're going to need, for a small family, around about $1,000 a month, just to help keep things ticking over. Yeah, so that will give you a kind of idea of how much you're going to need. I'm talking about West Africa in particular. So that isn't enough for you to start balling out and making, big plans and meeting the president. You're not Stevie Wonder, but you might find something. You might be able to find a life that you can create that you're happy with. That can get you going. That can keep you comfortable while you, find your feet and find where you're comfortable at. One other thought I had before in this video. One last thought. Just bear with me, okay? So this is a thought I've had, and I haven't shared it because I don't want to kind of offend anybody, but I feel like I need to share it. I don't believe Africa will improve unless those of us from the diaspora come back. I don't believe it's going to happen, because they've had independence for somewhere in the region of 60 years, and it's not looking good. It's crazy. It's like the amount of people I see who are moving around with horse and buggy, and I'm like, it's 2024, and why are we using a mode of transport that was finished like 300 years ago or something mad? Why is that still going on here? I don't understand. I have my suspicions as to why that is, but I don't think that this continent will be able to move forward fast enough without those of us from the diaspora moving over. Those of us, especially young people. Us old people, we'll come over and then die. We'll come over and like, oh, this is nice. Do all of that. But for the young people who are here and have children and so on and so forth, I think Africa needs us. So make your plans, make your move, come over, all right? I'll see you here. See you, Brother Marley. Until next time, take care of yourself. Peace.